Well, the U.S. Meat Export Federation is one that spends an awful lot of time traveling the world selling U.S. meat. And our focus right now is going to be beef. Phil Singh, President and CEO, joins us. Phil, as we look, something that has been a real concern is the transportation issue on the West Coast to get the chilled meats, especially overseas.
It's a major concern for us. So we export about 50% of our beef and pork chilled to Asia, especially to Japan and Korea. So anything that would retard our ability to export this regularly is going to be a problem. We basically on pork we have about a 45-day shelf life from the time it leaves the plant till it arrives at a store in Japan, and anything that would interrupt that basically and would make it more difficult for us. And so we're starting to see the pork business dry up first, because beef has about a 62-day shelf life, so you have another additional couple of weeks that you can do that. But it's a major impact. We estimate that probably it's $150 million a week what this is setting back the industry just because of this dispute.
And if it gets solved, I mean, how long will it take to build back that market? Have we lost any market permanently, or do most of our people, our customers, know this is a short setback?
Well, there's a lot of loyalty by our buyers in these markets, and they know our product, and we've worked with these people for years. But when they can't get the product, the first thing they do is they have to look to competition, our competition. So a lot of our competitors, a lot of the Japanese, for example, the Koreans are going to other destinations to look for product and source product. So the longer this goes on, our reliability is called into question, and the more they become more ensconced with our competitive products. So it is serious for us as far as the beef and the pork export complex.
What any other situation as far as we kind of wrap up the transportation issue that's been a concern? And obviously that's probably taken where you've had the biggest phone calls and conversations.
Yeah, that's been big. And like I say, I was in Japan just a week ago. Every company that I visited, every corner office, everyone was basically very concerned about this. How long is this going to be done? Can the president step in? What steps are being done? And so right now I think the industry is doing everything they can do to highlight this issue and what it means to even rural America, because this all comes back to the farmer right at his home place. Because what's happened is as this product comes back, when you consider $300 a head for cattle, $75 for pork is the export dividend, and the majority of that going to Asia, it's significant.
We have a minute left. Let's just highlight right quick. The numbers are in, how we did over the last year. What can you share?
Well, we did very well last year on the beef complex. We basically we exported $7.1 billion worth of beef exports. That was up 16%. On pork, we did basically $6.6 billion. That was up about 10% as far as our exports. And both of these were up. Beef was up about 3% in volume. Pork was about 2% in volume. So very significant growth as far as both complexes last year in 2014.
Phil Singh, who is President and CEO of U.S. Meat Export Federation, has joined us. I'm Ken Rogers. You're watching Beef Business Journal.